Hello, middle school. I've been invited to chapel today to tell you an old Jewish parable about three brothers. And I want you to pay close attention because before I finish the story, I'm going to ask you a question about these three brothers, and I want you to quickly write an answer down. Once upon a time, there were three brothers, three very adventurous brothers, and they decided that each one of them would set off in a different direction and travel for a year and search out the most rare and unusual gift that they can find to bring back to share with their brothers. The oldest brother set off to the east, and he arrived in a country and came across an enormous festival, a carnival, with acrobats, with magicians, with performers of all kinds. And the older brother found a magician with a magic looking glass. And with this looking glass, the magician said you could see to the far corners of the world. You could see as far as you could ever imagine. And the older brother said, well, this truly is a rare and unusual gift. I will buy this looking glass and I will take it back to share with my brothers. The middle brother traveled to the west, and in the country in the west, he came to a village where there was an enormous marketplace, merchants of all kinds selling all sorts of goods. The middle brother found an old man selling carpets, and as he began to look through the pile of carpets, he noticed the carpet at the bottom of the stack was moving all by itself. He said to the old man, "What is this? Why is this carpet moving?" The old man leaned close and whispered to the middle brother, "This, my friend, is a magic carpet. If you buy this carpet, it will be able to take you anywhere in the world that you want to go, and as fast as possible." Well, the middle brother said, "This truly is a rare and unusual gift. I will buy this carpet, and I will take it back to share with my brothers." The youngest brother traveled south, and in the country in the south, he came across an enormous forest. Hundreds and hundreds of trees in this forest all looked exactly alike. But he noticed something unusual. In the center of this forest was one tree that was different than all of the others. It was different in size and shape, and it was covered with beautiful orange-red blossoms. And as the younger brother approached this tree, he noticed that on this tree there was one and only one pomegranate growing on this tree. The younger brother held out his hand, and the pomegranate dropped from the tree into his hand. And he looked up at the branch where the pomegranate was, and instantly another pomegranate appeared in its place. Well, the younger brother said, "This must be a magic pomegranate. I will take this back to my brothers, for it is truly a rare and unusual gift." And so a year's time passed, and the brothers came back together to share their gifts with one another. And as they were debating on who had the most impressive gift among the three, the older brother said, "Well, with my magic looking glass, I can see to the far reaches of the world. In fact, I can see into a kingdom far, far away. And in that kingdom, I can see there's a castle. And in that castle, I can see there's a princess. And it appears that the princess is on her deathbed. This princess is dying." To which the middle brother said, "Brothers, wait a minute. We can take my magic carpet and we can fly to that castle and we can help this princess." And so all three brothers climbed on the magic carpet, and instantly they were whisked away to the castle. When they arrived at the castle, they met the king. The king was so distraught that no one had been able to heal his daughter, that he had sent out word across the kingdom that if anyone could come and find a cure for his daughter, the princess, that he would give them her hand in marriage and half of his kingdom as a reward. As the king was talking, the youngest brother reached down into his bag and grabbed the pomegranate. He said, "Your Highness, may I go in and try to heal your daughter?" So the king took the youngest brother into the princess's bedside, where he sat down, he cut open the pomegranate, and he began one by one to feed the princess those beautiful, bright red pomegranate seeds. One by one, as he began to feed her these seeds, The color came back into her skin. Her breathing started to become normal again. And after she had eaten almost half of the pomegranate, the princess took a deep breath, sat up in bed, and she was completely healed. Well, the king was overjoyed by this result, and he said to the three brothers, "Each of you has played an important role in healing my daughter. I cannot decide which one of you is most deserving of her hand in marriage." And the brothers began to argue about which one of them deserved to marry the princess. The younger brother said, "Well, certainly, my magic pomegranate healed the princess, so I should be the one to marry her." The middle brother said, "Not so fast. If it wasn't for my magic carpet, we would have never arrived in time. The princess would have died before we got here. Certainly, I deserve to marry the princess." The older brother said, "Nope, wait a minute. If it wasn't for my magic looking glass, we would have never seen the princess. We would have never known she was here. We would have never even known she was sick. Certainly, I deserve to marry the princess." Now I want you to think, which of these three brothers do you think is most deserving of marrying the princess? Is it the older brother because of his magic looking glass? Is it the middle brother because of his magic carpet? Or is it the younger brother because of his magic pomegranate? I'm going to give you a moment to think about which one you think is most worthy of marrying the princess. Write that brother's name down: pomegranate, carpet, or looking glass. And then in a moment, you're going to share that with your face group. Now the king couldn't decide which one of the brothers was most worthy. So he said to the princess, "You, my daughter, are going to have to make a decision. Which one do you think is most worthy of your marriage?" She said, "I will ask each of the brothers a question, and their response will determine my decision." She asked the older brother, "Tell me about your magic looking glass. Has it changed at all since you arrived in my father's kingdom?" The older brother proudly said, "No, Your Highness, my looking glass has not changed at all. It is still as powerful as ever. It can still see to the far reaches of the world." To the middle brother, she said, "Tell me about your magic carpet. Has it changed at all since you arrived in my father's kingdom?" "No, Your Highness, my magic carpet has not changed one bit. It is still as powerful as ever. It can still take us anywhere in the world that you want to go." And to the younger brother, the princess asked the same question. "Tell me about your magic pomegranate. Has it changed at all since you arrived in my father's kingdom?" The younger brother hung his head and he said, "Sadly, yes, my pomegranate has changed. It is no longer whole, for I had to feed a part of my pomegranate to you in order for you to be healed. My pomegranate has changed. It is now incomplete." And a big smile came across the princess's face. And she said, "I will marry the youngest brother. Because of all three brothers, he is the one who has made the greatest sacrifice. For he has given a part of something that was special to him. He has given that away to me so that I may be healed." And so the younger brother married the princess, and of course, they all lived happily ever after. Now, as you go into your face group, I want you to share which of those three brothers that you initially thought was most worthy. And then I want you to discuss, what do you think is the meaning of this parable? And then finally, answer the question, what is your pomegranate? Thank you.
Zoom, zoom.